For our GRE ROC segment today, the Thorlabs Mobile Photonics Lab is back in Rochester this week, and Jennifer Cable is the president of the company, here to talk about everything they're doing. Glad to have you here in studio. I want to go back to this move last year and investing in Rochester. That was the acquisition of JML Optical. ROC, that's the segment, the title for this segment. So what was it about here?
So a lot of folks don't know that Rochester is actually world famous for precision optics manufacturing and photonics, which is our industry. So when we acquired JML, we had this opportunity to be part of this really amazing ecosystem. There's a rich history in the region, going back to Eastman Kodak, Corning Glass, and there are a lot of really small companies that are very prestigious. So for us, it gave us a chance to deepen relationships. We'd already worked closely with a lot of the local schools, the community colleges and universities. So this was really an opportunity to be part of something very exciting and be part of this community.
When people think about the tech industry, some big movers in there, they may not think about optics or photonics. What do you hope to change with that, with what you're doing?
So you are absolutely right. A lot of folks know what electronics are, right? We use them every day. Very few people know what photonics are. So what we want to change is we want people to see that light and photonics technologies have had a real impact on their day-to-day life. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is we want to help them to see that there are careers to grow and develop in this industry that are really exciting. And it's really an industry that needs the participation of people from diverse backgrounds, skill sets, education levels. So it's really exciting, and that's really our hope to connect with folks. So out of that came our Mobile Photonics Lab initiative.
And doing that, so it'll be today MCC, tomorrow U of R. So what do you hope people take away from seeing the demonstrations that will be going on?
So the hope is that people get hands-on, exciting experiences using this technology. So we have 3 demos set up. So the first demo is a medical imaging technology, and it actually can image through a few millimeters of skin, tissue, and so what we're showing is we're imaging through the nail. So you can stick your finger underneath it and you can actually get a picture, 3D picture of what the top of your nail looks like. It was actually really fun. We were visiting a local university and they had cosmetology students come through, and they were so excited they could connect it, with what they were learning about in school. So that's the first. Then the second is a gas sensing technology. So we're actually using different wavelengths of light to identify what molecules are present. So you can use that to identify a gas like methane, which is a greenhouse gas and a contributor to climate change. And then the third shows how you can use light to transmit data and information. So we're actually transmitting sound and showing people the connection to high-speed internet that brings data and information into the home. So really showing all the different ways that light and photonics technologies can impact our day-to-day lives.
And finally, when you show this off, maybe you build some interest of someone getting into this field. What would you say for someone who should consider a job in this?
Absolutely. Well, the cool thing about this industry is there's really a role for everyone. So if you really like working with your hands and kind of solving hands-on problems, look into optics manufacturing, and really we need skilled technicians in that area for both manufacturing and assembly work. If you like pushing the boundaries of technology, there's optical engineering, but then we also have a whole ecosystem of kind of enabling fields, right? We need accountants, we need people working in marketing, salespeople, logistics, purchasing, planning. So really I think the takeaway is you can be part of this really exciting and growing field. Every day we're discovering new applications, so the industry is always changing, and your career and your skill set can change and develop as well.
Well, if you didn't know at home, now you know. Jennifer, thank you for sharing that. Again, the Thorlabs Mobile Photonics Lab, that's at MCC coming up this afternoon, tomorrow at the U of R. You can learn more by checking out the story I'll have, as well with links with this interview today under the ROC tab at rochesterfirst.com.